All right, guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the journey of EZA SSJ2 Rage Vegeta. We probably have the biggest test for him right now, which I didn't think I'd actually be doing, which is bringing him in against Cooler Core, one of the hardest hitting bosses currently in the game. So this is going to be incredibly interesting to see how well he actually does. But he is currently floating, so that does mean that not next turn, the turn afterwards, he will be guaranteed to be on rotation with the LR Vegeta and Trunks, which is exactly what we want. And we're going to see how he does against Cooler Core. The one thing I'm interested to see is how well he's going to be able to tank. I mean, that's kind of the whole goal with these videos anyway, no matter what happens. But I'm really interested to see how well he tanks, because against Cooler Core, even though he is one of the hardest hitting bosses in the game, he has type advantage against Cooler Core. So he'll do some extra damage, the counters will do some extra damage, that's good, but that's not really why we're here, because I still don't understand why his damage output isn't a whole lot better than it actually is. Like, it generally should have been so much better than it actually is, but we've already kind of been through that a few times, so what's the point to still ramble on about it? But I'm really intrigued to see how the 40% damage reduction, the extra 122% defense from having Vegeta and Trunks on the turn with us, and the extra defense plus 80% after we receive an attack, all while having type advantage, is going to fare up against Cooler Core. One of the hardest hitting red zone bosses, but Vegeta does have type advantage. And I want to see how much of a role that is really going to be playing here. For now, we'll just do this with these guys though. Rather get Gohan kind of stacked up before we get into the next phase. I'm probably going to have the friend LR Vegeta and Trunks on rotation, because I'm pretty sure they are rainbowed, so rather them on rotation next to the Vegeta, but we're going to have to wait to do that. We have already lost a bunch of HP, but of course we do have Birdcoo's revival in the bag, which, I mean, it wouldn't be a red zone run if we didn't have Birdcoo on the team or kind of making use of his revival. I think every red zone run where I can, I think Birdcoo's always there and we're always triggering his revive. Like, it wouldn't be one of my red zone videos without it, would it? It just wouldn't. But I'm really intrigued. I mean, this video could literally only be like, how long have I been recording for? Pretty much 3 minutes. Literally 3 minutes. Just turned 3 minutes. I'll be really intrigued to see. I mean, even if we die straight away, right? Test complete. Video's still going to go out. We could only be recording for like 5 minutes. We could only be recording for about 5 minutes. But I am so interested to see how well he tanks, or just how Rage Vegeta tanks Cooler Core. Like, I want to see it. I want to see it. Even if it's like 50k or 100k, 200k, even if it's 500k, I want to see it. I mean, we're triggering his rage, which we don't actually need right now, but we've triggered his rage because of how much HP we've lost. I mean, we could build some of that back up from all of the strength key spheres that we could get drop. Yeah, the rage is kind of wasted because we can't kill the Cooler Army phase. this is just here right now. It is a bit of a waste. We could have seen this against Cooler Core. It would have actually made more sense to do this against Cooler Core, because it would have done a lot more damage. It would have done more. Like, that would have been 4.5 million plus against a tight disadvantaged boss. But we've triggered it now. So what can you do? What can you do? Okay, we're back in. I thought there's no point kind of sitting through his rage mode. Like, there is no point whatsoever. And now's the time to really test it. I mean, he's not going to get anything on Super, so we could actually put him in slot 1. The only thing that worries me is the fact that we don't have a lot of HP to play with. And the other thing that worries me is, and this is going to apply to every red zone stage you take him in, as soon as he's super attacked, that's it. Lights. We're done. The only thing that could give him a fighting chance here is if we had pretty much full HP and an item active, but we don't have the luxury of having full HP right now. So as much as I really want to leave him in slot 1, I think we're going to pop a Whis. I could have him with the Whis and leave him in slot 1. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have the Whis active. I'm going to have these guys in slot 1. Vegeta's going in slot 2, of course. Hopefully, now that I've used the item, hopefully Dokkan doesn't do me dirty. Okay, we've been super attacked immediately, so I was going to say hopefully the second attack isn't a super attack. Which it isn't. We have next to no HP, but I mean, we have 30k HP and a Whis active. We should still be able to get Birdcoo's revival off next turn. So Vegeta's kind of got everything going for him. The only thing he isn't going to have is the extra 80% defense because, of course, he got hit during the rage mode and he's only just appeared. So we do have the 122% defense, we do have the damage reduction, and we also have a Whis active. And he took double digits. That's really good. Considering how much damage Cooler Core can do, that's really good. But there is a Whis active. There is a Whis active, but even without it, considering that was double digits and he doesn't even have his extra 80% defense right now, I think without the Whis, maybe or probably it would have been double digits, but he would have tanked that a whole lot better than some other units in the game. And that's where that type advantage really plays a role. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't really matter what we do right now because we're pretty much gonna die. I think that's kind of guaranteed that we're gonna die. I mean, I want us to get the I want us to die so we can revive and get the HP. There we go. I had a slight worry that we weren't going to get it. I mean, if I left Godku there, we definitely weren't going to get it. But I just mainly want the HP back, so I want to see how well he's going to tank without any item active. But currently, I can't lie. While his EZA is dead, like, it's meaty. Like, how have you done that to my boy? I can't lie. Vegeta's kind of cooking right now. He's kind of cooking right now. I know like 2 million attack stats are kind of pathetic, even for sub EZAs in 2023. But because he also has the type advantage, it does mean he can do some extra damage. Right, these guys are sealed. Vegeta's got 320k defense right now while having type advantage and 40% damage reduction. So even without an item, Vegeta's good. Vegeta's cool. The only thing is, we may die here. I really don't want to use an item, and we may die because, of course, the other Vegeta and Trunks can't super attack, so mine has to kind of be left to take all those attacks. I mean, as long as Cooler Core doesn't super attack immediately, we can see what Vegeta's tanking for with all this defense with no item. Please don't super him. Cool. 75 damage. Double digits, no item. He's cooking! I can't lie, the EZA is meaty, but he's cooking defensively. He's cooking right now. And this is another reason why the damage output should have been so much higher than it actually is. How is he doing crit counters for 800k with type advantage? Like, these should be doing like 3-4 mil on a crit. But he cooked! I can't lie, he cooked. I mean, we have to give credit where credit is due. He has just tanked all of Cooler Core's basics for double digits, and that is the type advantage and the 40% damage reduction on his counters. We're probably gonna die here, but it's fine. We got to see what we needed to see. We got to see what we needed to see. We saw how well he tanked with an item, how well he tanked without it, and he cooked. He actually cooked. The only thing is, he does next to no damage even while having type advantage, so it's almost kind of a waste him being there. But he cooked. He survived. Dare I say, with a Whis active, with all that defense, with the 300k defense, with a Whis active, he may have survived the super attack from Cooler Core. He might have taken a lot of damage, granted, but he probably would have survived even if it is just about. I can't lie. The EZA is still meaty. Do not get me wrong. I'm not saying this EZA is good. It's still quite meaty. But he can actually survive in red zone. The only thing is, as soon as he gets super attacked, it's pretty much game over. Do I dare take him in against Broly, though? That is the question. Do I dare take this guy in against Broly? I don't know, we'll see, but he's impressed me here. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'll see you in the next video, guys. And peace.